We got the winning class. How good is Cable Rat? Is it better than Armor? This card just shrunk on me. Like it feels really hard to actually get the Divine Shield out. But I'm saying that as a class that isn't Warrior. So as Warrior, it's probably really easy actually. Let's see. And Cable Rat is like the highest win rate 2-drop in the entire game, which is actually kind of hilarious. But that's just how good Dragon Lackey is. Looks like Og Merchant is still slightly higher than Cable Rat. And at pick 1, I think you probably just want to trust the win rates. Alright. This card's really good too. These are all kind of meh. Cultist is kind of good as follow-up for Gan'arg actually. It's kind of guaranteed value there. Golden Scarab actually has a slightly higher win rate. But they are close. What do you really want for 4 cost? You can get Golden Mummy. You can get Mummy. There's not that many. You can get Weaponsmith. You can get Scorpid, obviously. You get Myevolot. Yeah. That is a thing you can get. Well, we'll try it. More Cable Rat. Or more Cable Rat, I mean. First Cable Rat. I don't think we take Infiltrate over a Warak. Easy Quartermaster. Easy Berserker. I wish we could take the War Maul, but it's up against Gan'arg. I take a Shavara. Yeah. Pretty easy Weaponsmith, I guess. Let me think, like, are we an aggro deck right now? We're not really anything. I feel like we're a control deck that just hasn't hit its late game yet. I just want this, then. You do like 1 Battle Rage? I also like 1 Battle Rage. I don't know if this is when we take it. It might be. It actually has a higher win rate than Proud Defender. You tend to be on board by the time turn 4 comes around, which makes this card, which does actually make this card weaker. We'll take it here, I guess. Frothing's kind of good. Brood is still broken, right? Brood is still at 61%. Pretty good. I guess we can take a Reaper here. We're halfway through, we don't have that many weapons yet. I mean, we have 3, but... we can take a Reaper. Another one of those. Big ol' Whelp. And the Vile Fiend here. These are all good, but we already have 2 of these, and Vile Fiend's kind of OP. Yeah, Hippogriff is fine. We have a lot of weapons. And we also have a lot of 3-drops. We don't need this as much. I think we can take the Pillager here. Maybe the Defender here. We just have enough 3s. So we can take some Taunt. Probably Hogsteed over Og Merchant. Probably take some late game here. Late game plus reach over the Bone Wraith. Seems reasonable. This card's really good too. You like Raider? I do like Raider. We have 2 of these. You can afford to take 3 without really second guessing it, I think. But, and I would probably take it over most things, but this is such a good card too that you probably just take this. Given that, yeah, you already have. If you didn't have 2 of these, I would 100% take the Gan'arg. 100%. But I think with 2 and a War Axe, you probably can take this. Wander is fine. Okay, I'll take this one. Burst. Yeah, easy burst. More burst. Smith is pretty good in this deck. Sky Stalker, that's a pretty good finisher. I feel bad for people who have to play against this deck. For all the people that want to snipe me right now. I fucking dare you. Snipe this deck. I dare you.
Garrosh versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory on.
Yeah, this is like. This deck is unfair. Probably just want to look for Gan'args, honestly. This is so good too, though. And we'll just look for the Gan'args. Snipe mode engaged. I shouldn't have said it. But what do I think of DQA and Warrior? Is it worth gimping your deck for? It depends on what it's up against, I mean. Honestly, like, as Warrior, you are kind of favored, you know? So you don't want it, like, DQA is like kind of a risk you would take to gimp your deck for it, right? So you don't want to take a risk when you're favored, you know, because variance lowers your win rate. It doesn't improve your win rate, right? So by default, you would choose not to. But I mean, like, you know, it depends on what it's offered up against, right? And how your draft is and stuff. It's not like you wouldn't take a Dragon Queen Alexstrasza, but that's the thing, right? Is like, Solid Snake says always make a DQA. What did he just coin? He coined Incanter's Flow, which does literally nothing, basically. Always gonna smack him again. I should have put the 2/2. I should have played that card one spot to the left, but I doubt it'll matter. You were like, nothing happened. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but win condition, those are rare. Yeah, it's just like, the thing is like, I don't know, it's hard to say like a general rule, but like, you know, like for this deck, for example, like if we had a Dragon Queen Alexstrasza on pick 3, like, are we really not going to pick multiple Gan'args? We're probably still going to pick multiple Gan'args, right? Like, it probably wouldn't be worth like skipping Gan'args just to keep the Hounder condition, right? Like, maybe we could have not picked the second Frothing, maybe we could have not picked the second Pitrock, but you probably still have to take multiple Gan'args, you know, just because the card is so damn good. So, I mean, that would probably be like my general recommendation. Like, pick the Dragon Queen if it's up against like not other, you know, incredible legendaries, but you know, you're not gonna want to skip. You're not going to want to just not take Gan'arg because it's a duplicate, you know, because that card is just... That card will win you more games than Alexstrasza will probably, you know. And it's also one drop that you're actively mulliganing for. Because that's one of the things too is like, you know, if you have 2 pit crocs, it sucks because you don't want to keep a pit croc in the mulligan. But if you have 2 Gan'args, like this is a card, it's a 1 drop that you're actively mulliganing for. So you're punished less. Dude, that was fast as hell. That's terrifying. But so you're punished less for having it. Kinda need to take this trade. I don't want to miss this face damage, but like otherwise like he gets to free kill the Divine Shield without spending mana. Oh, he has a Twin Tyrant and Flame Strike. Pretty much, yeah. Oh my god. Go ahead, play that Flame Strike, I dare you. Polymer, thanks for the follow. There's like nothing there that actually saves him here, right? Because like he can get like a 0 mana Frost Nova, but then he's still dead. You know? Yeah, there's nothing that saves him. Rude. Sanjix, thanks for the follow as well.
Veranda.
You give me strength.
Victory or death.
Gotta look for better stuff, I think. Got one of those back anyway. Sucks that the class that can find the most dragons wins sometimes. Mage, Warrior, Hunter. Yeah, those are decent classes right now. Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. He thought steals our Gan'args. No. Who's gonna have 2 War Axes? No. Not like this. Okay. Would have preferred a Dragon Lackey, but that was probably the second best. This is the best Lackey is always Dragon. What is the game state? Doesn't matter. The best one is Dragon. Everything else is second best. Make a 4/4 seems pretty good. Watch him play it. Well, he didn't play it, so. The thing is like he got 2 random spells in here, right? Or 2 random cards. It was actually like a 25% chance that you got one. It looks like he didn't because he would have played it. He definitely would have played it by now, so. Yeah. He did get the War Axe, he just didn't get the Gan'arg. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, speak of the devil.
They cannot stop my work.
It's not just the city of
Have to use this next turn.
Firebomb ready.
Okay.
Do you need a blessing?
Okay. A good battle rage here, actually. We can get a 3-card battle rage. I guess we do that. Protects our guy from his minions also. Maybe we just take 2.
What now?
There's a hippogriff. We want to just use our axe here. Honestly, though, like, yeah, I think this is still better. We can axe his face. It's fine. We're just doing this just to draw a card. We waste the axe, but it's fine. Ripple or Nova? You probably wouldn't be so eager to do it if it wasn't. Oh my god. Why? Why? What did I do to deserve this?
Weapon for my master.
And it's not actually that good for this situation. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, it's... well... we can get this out if we want to. It's just if we want to protect our 5-1 from his face, we need to play both the Damage Lackey and the Hogsteed, which means we can't play the 5-drop. I guess that's okay. It means we can do all of... means we can do all of this stuff. Have a full board, half of our board untargetable. I like it. Okay. Bad news for you, sir. No! What an ass. Huh, more Gan'args, exactly what we needed. Because we don't really want to play the axe right now. I guess we will... I kind of want to smart him, but I think we should just do this. Beware of weapon freeze. How you doing, Samson? Yeah, we're currently getting memed by weapon freeze. Our one counter. The one thing better than weapon warrior is weapon freeze. I mean, their hero power is strictly better than yours, pretty much. So, like, how can you possibly win? Oh my god, we're actually getting wrecked. At least we have another pick rock. Dude, we're actually getting wrecked, though. We're getting wrecked. We're still winning, but we're getting wrecked. Doesn't matter, we're still getting wrecked. It's fortunate in that we've been able to play. We've literally been able to chain Gan'args for the entire duration of this game since turn 1. So, yeah. That's pretty nice, I guess. Oh, I don't think we played one on turn 1, right? It was like turn 3 we played our first one. I don't remember. No way to damage our own Spiteful Smith for lethal, unfortunately. I guess we kill this. No AoE priest, terrible priest. Yeah. That's the thing is like, well, priest is expected to get like a Holy Nova, I think. But yeah, you don't get like, there's just not enough AoEs for priest right now. Priest got micro-adjusted down, which obviously hurt them. But, you know, it's just, there's only Soul Mirror, but Soul Mirror is legendary, so you don't usually see it. And Plague of Death is an epic, I think. And epics, you just don't see a lot of epics right now. I think it's an epic. Is it really a micro adjustment if their win rate drops 15%? If you're talking about like, yeah, priest or demon hunter, yeah, an excellent question. Actually, a pretty good curve because this pops on turn 3. And on turn 4 we can re-equip it. It's probably better to just look for other stuff though. Thing is like if we toss this, the only thing we want to replace it with is a Vile Fiend. I think we'll toss that. You expect Plague on 9 even though it's an epic. If you're at like, it's just one of those things like, well, once your opponent has played a renew, the odds of Soul Mirror and Plague change drastically up, right? But before that, it's like, it's just very, very unlikely. This might injure his guy, which might let us play the Rush dude. Force Blackie, nice. Remember back when, like, the first expansion, Rush Lackey was like one of the best Lackeys in Arena, but constructed players were like, holy shit, Rush Lackey's terrible. And now it's like actually gotten to the point where like Arena players agree that Rush Lackey is terrible, which I feel like is the greatest signifier of how much power levels increase in Arena. That Rush Lackey has become terrible. Terrible because the other two are just so much better. But that's exactly it, right? Because Dragon Lackey is just so much better than it. But yeah. It's also just the fact that like part of what made Rush Lackey good in Arena was this card, you know? But you just don't see this card as much. It's not in your hand as often. So that's also part of it. Because Rush Lackey, when this card is in your hand, like 60% of games, is really good actually. He wouldn't just give us ambush here, would he?
It's not just the city of mages.
You're too
Probably dirty tricks. You just don't see a lot of bamboozles. Why not save it and play the dragon? You could save it for the rush. It's definitely true. The 5/4 is also better now. So I don't know. You could do it. I feel like either play is valid. I don't think either play is better. They're pretty close. It's gotta be a bamboozle, right? I don't know how the hell you're supposed to play around a bamboozle, honestly. I do think it's a bamboozle. Like, what do we do about it, knowing that if we expect it's a bamboozle? Probably still hit with your face, right? It's not bamboozle. Okay. Oh. And we've been overthinking this. It's a spells thingy. Guys, it's dirty tricks. 100% no. We got bamboozled. Yeah. We got bamboozled by bamboozle. The existence of a card. Let's do this actually, cause maybe better. Yeah, this is fine. I think we just do this and rush this guy.
I brought enough for everyone.
Make our frothing grow! Bro, you had lethal on board! You had lethal! Come on, guy. Man. Guy's no respect. He set up lethal perfectly. And he didn't take the lethal. What the hell? Come on, man. Come on. Wouldn't have been funny if it would have killed it, though.
Gan'args versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Victory or death.
We haven't imprisoned, which means keeping this is more reasonable. If you were to coin this out, you could drop it on the same turn. I still think you go for the Gan'arg. With 3. Yeah.
Do you need a blend?
Gotta go. 1 AM. Good luck, Aaron. Thank you. Have a good sleep, man.
What now?
Face when you draft a great deck and your opponents all have 0 brain cells. Truly a tragedy, right? Truly a tragedy. Nice that we didn't get wrecked by that thing. We do get the frothing after all. Oh god, no we don't. Oh no. Oh no, we lose. My win rate against Observer must... I think my win rate against Observer is worse than my win rate against Gan'arg, actually. I'm not sure, it's probably close. Dormant means are OP, all of them. I know, right? As Dochop says too. They're all so good. Like literally every single one of them is completely batshit broken in Arena. Like they obviously were not designed with Arena in mind, you know. It's just that's just the fact of it, right? So what do we want to give them? I guess we just have to do this. I think we have to give him this. It sucks that it dies, but you know, you at least get to keep a giant frothing, which also pushes a lot of damage on this turn. I guess you could have played this instead of that too, but it's riskier. The only exception is the legendary. Yeah. The 4-mana Deathwing? You can't insult the 4-mana Deathwing.
What to do? What to do?
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Okay. I guess we just drop the 5-drop. The other guys just aren't really better. And then I guess we push... I guess we trade. Is there any reason to actually trade? You protect the 5-drop. You force him to do the thing this turn. Yeah, I guess you do. You overload him for 2, essentially. At the cost of 3. At the cost of 3 face damage. Yeah. Man, I don't think we can exactly respect Vaporize here. Sucks. Oh, okay. Never mind. Doesn't suck. We're okay with that, actually. Give me a sec. Who told this guy he was allowed to taunt and heal for 1 million? I didn't tell him that. Can't do all these. I think I want to do... I guess we do this, actually. I almost missed that, actually. That was the clear play, actually. I just didn't see it. Found it at the last second, though. Wish we had an execute right now. Kind of forced to trade, I guess. Alright, we can do this. He has another Twin Tyrant, I guess we just lose, but... Otherwise, we're in pretty good shape. It's not a Twin Tyrant.
Look what I found.
I'm gonna be honest though, like, you're talking about Mechtherodon, I kind of appreciate the existence of that card, if I'm being honest. I like that. I kind of like it, actually. Because here's the thing, we're doing all of this, right? The question is, do we play the Crusader or do we play everything else, basically? Might be better to just play everything else. Kind of like that, actually. Kind of want to get this guy out.
They cannot stop my work.
You like it too, but it's just slow and clunky to play. It's a combo card, you know. You have to play it with an AoE, essentially. But like, it's more interesting than, like, you know, it's less interesting than a legendary that's just like straight up broken, you know. I'd rather they print legendaries like that than just like, you know, I don't know, Primordial Explorer, you know?
Who you want me kill?
It's not the best example, but it is an example. Test Mirrority, I guess. Hog.
It's not just the city of Fate.
But 3 damage AoE is so rare. Yeah, it's like... Most of the Mechtherodons I've seen have been Demon Hunters, and like they need to basically play it with Chaos Nova. Which makes it like a 2-turn... Which makes it a 9-mana 2-card combo to just be equivalent to a Death Ring. Which is kind of bad, but you know.
Weapon for my master.
Okay, we don't want to fall below 10, because we don't need to. We're 2 off lethal. I think we do want to just clear his board, because we might as well. We can do it without the pick rock though, just to make sure we do have lethal if he does randomly Deathwing us, you know?
Snuff out the weak. Easy prey.
I guess you would have had to go all face technically to beat Deathwing. Yeah. It'd be great in Priest. When Priest has Shadow Word Ruin, it would be pretty amazing. That combo would be pretty amazing. The problem with it, I feel like it would actually be relatively consistent. Not like super consistent, but relatively consistent. The issue with it is that, like, you know, your opponent, like if you're against a shaman, for instance, they can just evolve one of the 1/3s and then you're just completely boned, right? Like, that's kind of the part of the problem with it. Like, it's obviously part of the balance of the card that your opponent is able to do that, but like, if your opponent couldn't do that, then you could actually draft it in a lot more classes. Like, you could just play it, you could just draft it in Mage, you know? And just play it into, like, your Flame Strike or whatever. So your Flame Strike turns into a Deathwing, right? But
They cannot stop my work. Reporting for duty.
Zilla tried to make it work in Priest. Yeah.
Weapons for my master.
He will always attempt for Priest, right? But if he couldn't make it work, then it's not good for it. Not for constructed, obviously.
That's an upgrade.
Um,
Probably.
I think we'll give him one charge of it. The thing about Gan'arg is you don't have to get full value out of the charges. It's just so much value early game that he's used on anything, you'll be fine.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
It's unfortunate. This one feels less good. I think we still do it. Okay, we do have the 2/4 to block it, but you also enable a hand of it all if you leave it up. Keeps losing to Demon Hunters and getting desperate. Imagine a mode where Demon Hunters don't have half the class cards as everyone else. Imagine playing that game mode, check that be. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they kind of fucked up with Demon Hunter. You know, like they needed to. Like, it was good that they made him strong and everything. They went like way overboard. You know, they kind of ruined constructed to a sense.
I cannot wait to read these.
You don't understand why they needed to add a new class. You don't think it was needed? It wasn't needed. I don't know. I feel like it was. They probably needed to do it at some point. Like it's been a thing people have asked for. People were literally asking for Demon Hunter specifically for like since like 2015. You know, it had to happen at some point probably. So I don't know. It's probably unfortunate, honestly, that they. It probably would have been better had they done it like 2 years ago. Before they just decided that new cards need to be broken as hell, you know? If they had done it 2 years ago, it probably would have been way better. It's just unfortunate that they decide to do it the timing that they did.
Let me tell you a story.
Because, like, imagine you're just like,
Get these off of me!
I don't know how to make this reference, this analogy. I don't know. I'm not going to attempt this analogy because I feel like I can't do it justice. Which is essentially, imagine it's like you know it's the right thing to do, but you're just like too horny or whatever. Basically, that's what I'm trying to make the reference of.
Try this.
But you just can't make the right thing. You can't perform in the right way. That's what I'm trying to say. I just can't. I can't put that into words in a way that is like relevant or correct. Or maybe add several new classes, so you'll end up with one overpowered new thing. Yeah, it's kind of like, that's what Runeterra's doing. They're gonna be adding a new class every couple months. They added one for release, and they're gonna add one like they're gonna add one like 4 months. They might. I mean, Hearthstone might. You know, they're probably not gonna stop at 10. They might go to 12. You know. It would probably make sense for them, honestly. They probably will go to like 12. Yeah.
Gan'args versus Jaina.
Because there's no reason they would stop at 10. They were holding at 9 for a long time. For kind of just aesthetic reasons. Because 9 looked good on the UI and stuff. But if you're going to go to 10, you might as well go to 12. Monk and DK? What's DK? Dark Knight? What is DK? But yeah, Monk for sure. I'm not. They could do stuff that isn't just like from WoW, also, you know, because Hearthstone's their own little world now. Death Knight. Oh yeah, Death Knight. Oh yeah, Death Knight was the other one. Death Knight was the other one that was like has been super requested for a long time. That's like, I would be willing to bet like a lot of money that Death Knight probably is in development right now. Because, you know, they probably are. They probably plan on doing at least like 2 more classes, right? I would bet 2. I bet they're planning on actually doing exactly 2 more, and one of them is probably Death Knight. It would just make sense, you know. We've gotten to the time of the evening where we're playing against nothing but drunk Russians now, so our win rate should increase. Weapons for my master! It's like a thing I've legitimately thought about is like, should I try to like, when I try to do my EU leaderboard runs, should I just do it on the weekends at like this time of the week? On the weekends at this time of day or of night EU time, just try to farm all the drunk Russians and just get like a 10.1 average and just be like, oh my god. Because it's like a legitimate thing you notice, like when you get to like, it's like, I think it's like 1:30 in the morning in Russia right now. It's like around like 1, 2, 3 a.m. and you see a lot of Russian names. I don't know if this is Russian, but I don't think this is Russian. I'm not sure. But you see a lot of, it's some kind of East European. It might be Romanian or something. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm probably wrong. But like, it's something in that area, you know? But you really do legitimately see, like in my experience, you do actually see like a lot more like people playing badly with Russian names at like this time on the weekend. So it's a good time to farm the ladder. This is the month-end weekend too. People likely scramble to get their ranks up constructed. Well, then they wouldn't be playing Arena, right? But yeah. That is true also.
You're too kind.
If we do this, we can get the brute out. Let's just play both of these. Probably better. But what are we going to use our... we can charge the Raider into the 3/3. How are we dealing with the water elements? The water elemental is a problem. We can use our face and the 3/3 on the water elemental, I guess. Seems fun.
Snuff out the weak.
Because we want to do... we want to do this next turn anyway, so we can't really play the act. So this should be fun. Here's an Arcane Explosion. We actually get completely rare. He doesn't need anything else, he just needs an Arcane Explosion.
I've got a huge gun.
Hey Colin. It is Russian, it means Silent Assassin Priest. Interesting. I actually really want to learn Russian. I told my parents that and they're like, why the hell do you want to learn Russian? But, like, it seems like a really cool language actually. I watch some like Russian streamers just because, like, I don't know, it's like, it's a very soothing language. Having absolutely no idea what it means. I haven't really been actively learning it for like a month at least. I think probably since quarantine I haven't been. Like for the last 2 months I haven't really been, but I was learning Spanish before that. Maybe I'll just switch to Russian, honestly. Just good for like, cause I mean like, as someone involved in the Hearthstone community, you know, there's so many. The Russian Hearthstone community is very strong. So it would be pretty cool to actually learn it. For that, if nothing else. You think it's actually a Germanic language? Is it? Not sure. I'm not sure. It is, yeah. May have to try. It's on Duolingo, so. I grew up in an area where everyone spoke Spanish because in Southern California, like, you know, literally like a quarter of our school was Mexican, so you know everyone spoke Spanish. Like, Spanish was the most common foreign language learned, and it was also, you know, keep having. Like, I want to play the War Axe, but it's just never the best play.
I wonder. They cannot stop my work.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so everyone it was the most common language, Spanish was. And yeah, like even though I never took I never made any effort to learn Spanish in high school. I learned some Spanish. Like you just, what I always say is like you learned enough Spanish just from experience so that you would know if someone was talking about you, because people would just, like someone like me that doesn't look like they would know Spanish. People would just talk to your face in Spanish and say, look at that white guy. You know, they would just say things to you right in front of your face. And they're like, there were a lot of examples of people telling me like, you know, like they just commented on this thing about you. Yeah. Okay. And like, so eventually you like kind of figure it out. And I'm like pretty good about like knowing at least, like I would at least know like when they're talking about me basically. Because it would happen actually a lot. Guess we toss this, look for good. I do want to listen. There's too many languages I want to learn. Cause like I want to learn. I do want to continue learning Spanish. Like I went to Puerto Rico a while ago. Puerto Rico is a really cool place. I want to go back there. I went there like right after I went there like 7 months after they got kind of wrecked by the hurricane. It was a really cool place. I want to go back there once they're, you know, like it was. I mean, it was kind of telling the fact that like, I went there like 7 months after, and there were still places, you know, where there were like trees that had been taken down by the hurricane, you know, and the fact that it was 7 months later and they still hadn't cleaned all that up. It's kind of interesting. My question: do we actually take this trade? It's like he just kills this, right? Maybe we don't. Spanish is romantic language. Yeah, we call them romance languages. Terminology here, but yeah, it's further away from English and Russian. It feels strong. But yeah, like that's what they. Because yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying. Like the romance languages are French, Italian, Spanish. Those are the main ones, right? And those are like kind of a different family from, you know, the Germanic languages: English, German, all the Scandinavian languages. I think, right? They're all kind of in the different family. I was a little worried that if he did have like a soul fire, it would be exactly. We would get punished for not trading probably, but I think we're still okay. I'll have to do it at some point. I'll start learning Russian. I'm curious if like I hear like when I do listen to like Russian streams and stuff, like I hear words that sound kind of like English words, and I kind of think like that might be something I would understand, you know. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not like, you know, not listening on it. I don't have a translator or whatever, but it would be interesting because like, you know, I spent a lot of time learning Chinese, and like, you know, you get none of that in Chinese, you know. There's like there's not no examples of it, but like, you know, if you listen to like, as you said, like English and Spanish are very different, but like if you know English, you're gonna know a lot of Spanish words just because, you know, the words are similar. Like hospital is like literally the same word, you know. So many examples of that where it's like basically the same word, but like you get none of that. You get close to none of that in Chinese. Like it's just absolutely everything's different. Except in almost every language, the word for mom is the same, which is interesting. It's a very interesting thing, actually. It's almost always something close to like ma, but which is an interesting thing if you think about it. Because there's like evolutionary reasons for that, I think. It's just because the way the language was constructed originally. But This is like one off, unfortunately. I probably should have not played this first, because, like, there's not anything we're hoping for, and if we just happen to get a Mana Wraith, we would have screwed ourselves. Scandinavian should also be Germanic, except for Finnish, which is related to Hungarian. We learned Russian. Voda? You mean vodka or vodka? Voda or vodka. It means water, which is basically the same word. Or is that's the word for it? It's Voda? Interesting. It's not surprising. Not that surprising. There are people cackling outside my window. Like, exactly how I was cackling. Kind of weird, actually. Voda is water. Vodka is little water. Interesting. We probably don't want to do this first. We probably want to play the Reaper first. Now there's like a group of people all cackling in that way. Yeah. Swing and a miss. 1 out of 8 times we would just wreck him. Okay, we may do the Pickrock just because it's on curve. He just... No, he didn't, sure. We have a full clear with Shavar, right? So we just trade. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. 1 off. They add a ka to the end of the word to make the mini version. Interesting. Vodka.
What now?
We can just Pickrock the 6/4 and just ignore the 5/7 for now. I don't see a better play right now. Please trade. No! Yo, 600 kids with the sub. Thanks for the sub, man. Welcome back to the Lights Club. Should that be the name of it? It's the name of it now. I don't care. Now that's the name of it. Let's see. Do we, this just doesn't do anything. This could easily be me. Good guy Gary. Kinda looks like me. Kind of. I don't know. I don't know if we can even prevent lethal here. We do prevent lethal, but this poor guy's getting roped out of his mind, actually. My mind is slow right now. We start talking about vodka, and then suddenly... Oh. Is that even good? Did he just throw the game? I feel like he might have just thrown the game.
I brought enough for everyone.
So do we play this, or do we... Because we kind of want hero power, right? We kind of want to get a minion out, which wouldn't require us, like, using our face. I think we do this first. Just chill at 1 health. Like, nothing bad will happen, right? Nothing bad will happen. Need armor? Yeah, it's like... I think you're screwed either way, right? Because, like... You know, he's gonna tap into a Soulfire or a Pitcroc or something eventually. But like if you don't play the minion, I feel like you just lose the board and then you're just dead. Yeah, maybe you just... Yeah, the odds of taking the armor might be better. It's just if you do the armor play and he has 2 minions to play, you take damage from his board automatically, right? So like you also automatically die if he just draws 2 minions. So it's like I feel like you're just dead no matter what. It's like I don't know. It's like you're looking at like a 2%. You're looking at like a 2% win versus like a 3% win, and it's like I don't know which one's right. I don't. They're both such bad odds, you know. It's like which one is better. Honestly, I'm not even gonna say which one I think. I'm not gonna say that I know which one is better odds there. They're both so low. If one of the mains only had 2 attack, you'd live another turn. Yeah. But he gets a tap. He has 4 cards in his hand with a tap, right? So he needs to tap and have 4 cards, and none of them are... And he needs to only have 2 minions playable, and one of them has to be 2 attack. It's like very low odds of that happening, right? The point is like no matter what, you just die to a Soulfire or a Pitcroc. If he has a Pitcroc in his deck, you never win the game. Okay. Oh man, we could do this next turn. Could be better to do this turn, but this is a 3/4. It's pretty good. Nice to get the Okay. I was gonna say it's nice to get the frothing out ASAP in a meta which contains oh, I forget the name of the card. It's the 5-drop Rusty Raider. In a meta with Rusty Raider, like getting this thing out ASAP. Because the thing just gets wrecked by Rusty Raider, right? So getting it out earlier is better, I feel. I just want to smack him actually. I guess we could have held it because we're probably doing the Crusader next turn. Often it makes more sense to either play it lose you the game in 80% of the cases, but wins in 20%. Yeah. Oh, okay. Didn't really matter in the end, it turns out. But yeah, it's kind of the mindset of me not doing the hero power on that turn, you know? Like, if he has no damage ever, you actually end up in a position to win. Where if he, I feel like with the armor play, you just kind of lose to anything. Where with that play, you actually beat a hand that doesn't have damage, you know? That's basically the mindset there.
Where does the magic come from?
Easiest kaboom bot of our lives, right? Could probably just go face.
Treasure? Loot? What more can I ask for?
So, smack here. Easiest hit of our lives. Alright, I'm going home, guys. Alright. Ah, baby rage. No. I presented it as a 50-50. I didn't know. I didn't know, chat. Oh. Why? I did not respect the kaboom bot. Oh, we have such an excess of weapon charges. What do I even do?
Snuff out the weak.
What do? We smack Reno in the face of Reno.
Try then.
I took it for granted. Yeah. I said it was a 50% when it was really a 37.5%. And the fate said, hey, there's a 12.5% that you're not acknowledging, bro, so we're gonna punish you. Yeah, punish you. Okay, I think we're good. Spoiler alert, bro. He's trying to calculate the numbers. I don't think you live this turn, bro. He's like 7 damage short of living. I'm pretty sure.
You lack style. Luckily, you have
Yeah, that's not what he needs. In other news, my Amazon package was delivered. Poggies. But the activity feed on Twitch, I just realized, it actually shows the message of the subscriber message, so I can see the his emote. Pretty cool, actually.
Gan'args versus Maiev.
none can escape my fury.
Victory or death!
You'll also enter lurk mode for now. Or lurk mode now. 2 AM here, you'll fall asleep soon. Nice, have a good night, man. Nice. This is a pretty good hand, but it's not a Gan'arg. they're all such good cards to have. But they're not Gan'args, so I don't know if we should keep this here. It's like too good to toss away, you know?
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
I don't think it's better on average.
It's time for a little blood.
Yo. Judge with the raid. How you doing, man? Thanks for the raid. What were you streaming today, man? Anyone not aware of Judge? He streams a lot of Arena. He also streams other games sometimes. You should all check him out. He was actually Judge was like the first guy that when we started back, it was like a year ago we started, and Judge was the first guy who rated us. Kind of gave us a little bit of a boost in the very beginning. So, very big part of why our channel has become what it has. So, you should all check him out. Last weekend, Darkest Dungeon. Nice, nice. Several deaths, not good. Okay. Yeah. So the problem is it's probably Ambush, and then Ambush kind of beats all of our plays right now. But, I mean, I guess we'll do this first. We're always going to do this, because this gets wrecked by Ambush. But, like, it's not like we're going to do anything about this. We still do this, because it's just good. And then, I mean, would we pre-hit here? I don't know. Doesn't seem that valuable, honestly. I think we just chill. Tomorrow you get your revenge. Nice, nice. Fan. Yeah, you play Fan and Knives, immediately kill your own poison. Nice. Nice. The damage was distributed correctly. Good job. Good job, Kaboom Bots. Or Boom Bots, whatever.
They cannot stop my work.
Guess we just do this.
Mummy needs 5 more.
I still have. I think I have Darkest Dungeon on Steam now. I need to try it out. I've seen, like, I don't know if anyone knows Celerity, but like I've seen him stream it a lot. Celerity is another friend of the channel. This is a death roll, right? Yeah, so we do. Well, no, we do. No, we do this. I want to do both of these, but I might have missed the opportunity. Actually, you know, let's just do this. We almost missed that. I forgot the nerfed reborn animation. This was probably the right play, actually. The reborn animation almost wrecked us. I was like, no! They never nerfed the reborn animations. There were complaints on Reddit, I remember, from people saying, like, you guys gotta nerf the reborn animation. But no. Part of the game, I guess. Weapons for thy masters. Probably start with this, right? 3 draws, 2 mana deal, draw 3. That seems pretty good, actually. Hey Adam, how you doing? The best lackey for this situation. This might be better. It's like we have infinite weapon swings right now. Let's go for this. And if I started with that, I might have actually played that one. Smart Arena. Is that a good draw right now? It seems like a decent draw. Bro, I was trying to clear your board before killing you. Bro! Alright, take a quick break here. We'll be back in like a minute. Don't go away. We gotta see if we can hit well.
Garrosh versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. Victory or death! Job's done.
Alrighty, so, wow. Odds of us missing turn 2 in this deck is pretty low, but okay. Because we don't have that many, we just have a lot of 1s, we don't have that many 2s. So, fair enough, I guess. Force me to do reverse girls, okay. Deeming the new option, I see. I guess we do this, right?
Run! I will hold them off.
Wondering when it would happen.
Tas dingo! Yes!
Already. What now? Just play this and chill, I guess.
It's not just the
Seems
city
fine.
of mages.
So this is good, but it would be our entire turn. So it's probably not better than just playing this.
What now?
It's like, even if none of this, we can do 2 cards, so we should just do this. You got your Reefer PC in today. You have a 24-pin PSU, and guess what? It's an 8-pin motherboard. I'm not really sure what that means, if I'm being honest. It sounds tragic. Sounds like a problem. I was starting to look at, like, it means it won't fit, yeah. It's kind of what it sounded like. I'm starting to look at my, my new, I was looking at, like, getting the new CPU. I realize it's harder than I thought it was to get a new CPU because, like, there's different versions of the same CPU, you know? I was like, I'll get that one, but then I realized there's, like, a bunch of different ones that are all the same family, and I was like, oh, crap. This doesn't summon anything, right? I think we just do these.
Be thirsty.
This always goes face. This one is more choosy. Yellow. It could technically be better to... On board, it would be better to trade the 3-2, because it makes his trades more awkward, but... Actually, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, honestly. I think it's fine. I think it's too optimistic. In this meta, like in previous metas, you would take the super greedy trades, assuming they have nothing, but like in this meta, you just have to assume they have a way to deal with some... You have to assume they have some form of initiative, I feel, so you don't take like the super greedy trades anymore. Not when they have like 5 cards in their hand. If they have like 2 cards in their hand, you might take the super greedy trades, but as is, it just doesn't seem like the right decision. We'll see if we get a damage lackey or something here. That's good actually. Yeah, I guess we do this then.
Be thirsty.
At least it was an upgrade. And the motherboard has to be compatible in the memory. Yeah.
Victory is yours.
This is the thing is like, I'm like putting it off, but like, at some point I'm gonna have to like, I'm gonna have to do the upgrade where I do the motherboard and the CPU and the power supply probably all at once. Which is like, I'm probably gonna have to not use my computer for like half a week at least, you know, when I'm doing that, because like it's gonna take a while to plug all that shit in and stuff.
Garrosh versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. Victory or death.
It's really good. Do we keep it? Probably. If we knew we were gonna high roll a draw, we wouldn't keep it, and we kind of did high roll a draw because we drew this one card. But
They cannot stop my work.
not knowing that we were gonna draw one, this would be the thing that would keep us from automatically losing a game where we didn't high roll. So I think you should keep it. But I don't know. If we don't get any playable card next turn, it's gonna suck for us. Anything playable, like literally anything.
For my master.
Nice. The best of playable cards.
They cannot stop my work.
It's funny how, like, this is better. Our one drop is better than any of our three drops. Like, I think that was better for us than our Froth and Berserker. Just, it's kind of funny, but, you know. Welcome to Hearthstone in 2020. Still probably play the Wanderer, right? So we don't actually want a hero power every turn.
Would you help a weary traveler?
It's pretty important to trade actually because against Evil Genius it would be pretty bad if you didn't trade because you kind of give him value
For my master.
out of his guy.
Was a mistake. Your soul shall suffer.
You played the wrong card. I guess you just played the wrong card.
What now? Was a mistake.
I acknowledge you, sir. Now shut up! We could do both. We could do this or we could do both of these. I guess we just do both of these.
This will break your
Nice! The best lackey. The win the game lackey. Excellent. Excellent. They really need to do something to nerf Dragon Lackey, honestly. Like, it's just... Oh my god, oh shit, we just lost. We're actually still okay because we have a Dragon Lackey. But holy shit, that's bad. This guy just got like... This guy just got like 10 mana worth of stats for 5.
Thank you.
Okay, you're done, bro.
No, don't. It's still good.
Ugh. Yeah. Actually, this is pretty good right now. Yeah, we just do that. So we need to be kind of prepared to play a long game because he has 2 enhanced dreadlords in his hand, which means we can't really kill him. Like, at all. It's kind of a problem for our deck, actually. We probably want to push all this damage face, actually.
I found a new source of power.
I don't want to play that.
What now?
This kind of enables us to play the long game. Because we shouldn't be able to play the long game with this deck, but because we get 4 draws, literally 4 draws off of this, we actually can.
I am only more deadly. Probably.
They cannot stop my law.
I found a new source of power.
If this is your best play, I feel pretty good about our position.
Ew. Look at this mess.
Okay.
Operation!
Drink your blood. Eat your flesh.
I am only more deadly.
I feel like we probably don't want to take the damage. Also, we don't want to equip this while we have this on board yet, so we should just do this.
It's not just the city of mages.
Time to feast.
Yeah, I guess we should deny that trade. Yeah. It's alright, I guess. I hate not hitting warlocks in the face, but makes sense, I guess.
Choice is an illusion. Weapons for my master.
They all bend to my command.
We can rush this guy. Yeah, let's do that. Rush this guy in.
For
Twisting Nether! It's not Twisting Nether. You never see Twisting Nether. It's kind of surprising, actually. Being honest.
Time to feast.
Boom! Turns out having 2 enhanced dreadlords does not automatically win him the game. A shocking revelation. Truly shocking. Yo, Philo Lemmy, thanks for the raid,
Who
man.
asked for it?
Victory or death.
Welcome everyone. How was your stream? We got the card that mattered. Did we not play this against this guy? Like, we played against this guy earlier, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we played against this exact guy playing mage. I guess we keep this hand. I think it might have been on this run too. It was the previous run, maybe. This looks very familiar.
They cannot stop my work.
You're coming off a drunk stream. You don't have to apologize for that. Have fun. You will, man. Have a good time. Have to get going? Alright. I'm pretty sure this looks like... I'm pretty sure we played against the guy earlier.
For everything and everyone.
Yeah, we played against this guy 6 games ago. Yeah, 100% we did. This is the same opponent we faced 6 games ago. What the hell? Okay. Like, I'll show you guys. Like, this is my, I'm not sure if you guys can see this. Yeah, like, this is the same guy. This was 6 games ago. Same exact guy.
That should upgrade.
It's time for a little blood.
Duffy with the best emotes. Duffy always has the best emotes. Look at all the emote value. Dude, he just polymorphed to a Mind Berserker. Are we getting trolled out of our minds? We might be. I guess I'm okay with this kind of trolling. This guy, last time we played against him, we were talking about like drunk Russians, and then like, yeah, he just said, "Oh yeah, you know about that? We're just gonna snipe you again and then lose again." All right, well, we'll accept this, I guess. The emote menu is my friend. Dude, it's my friend too. It's like my best friend. I see you were skilled at making friends. I appreciate that. You find the best friends. We'll save the Wrangler for 7, I guess. Save it for Flame Strike. We can't really play the Brute this turn. It's 1 mana too expensive. We'll just do this. Pretty good actually. Man, I forgot about the Forever Alone emote, man. I should use that so much more often. Yeah, so the last game we played against this guy, we beat him on turn 8, and this game is not that much different. Are that many people playing this game? We played him 6 games ago. And we played the same guy. At 6 and we played the same guy at 6. We played him at 5-0. Yeah, we played him at 5-0 and then we played him again at 10-1. He didn't seem that strong, but we just I guess we just crush him. Hey Bogrel, how you doing? Just notice you're... I missed the Bogrel wave. Oh, I'm a terrible... I am terrible. Really terrible. If anyone wants to see the full selection of dance emotes available, here they are. Terrible. Damn. Bogrel's not going to greet me in all the other chats anymore. Feels bad, man. I've ruined everything. As I always do. Feels bad, man. The 11-1 queue is pretty long. Seems expected. We kind of knew where this deck was going right after we drafted it. So... Freaking warrior, man. Freaking warrior. This is like a high roll deck. Like warrior is itself a high roll, and this is a high roll within warrior. This deck is so truly tragic for all who oppose us. I did dare people to snipe us in the beginning of this run, and we did face one opponent twice, so that could be part of why. But yeah, people who sniped us did not fare well for them. Dude, this is like a 6 months ago queue. What the F? What the F? 4 minutes? I know. Damn. So much missed ad opportunity. I could have been running ads this whole time, baby. I could have been running ads. No, it's 5 minutes. Oh no. Getting a kolst forehead could be good. Holy shit, we found somebody. We hit 3 minutes, which means we might have hit like... The thing is when you have a longer queue at high wins, it's more likely to mean that you actually hit someone that... You know, the game tries to match you with someone at the same wins as you, right? But there might just be no one on the server that's at 11 wins right now. So there might be no one they can really match you with, so... if you go longer, if the timer goes longer, you're much more likely to play against someone that has lower wins than you others would be. So like this is more likely to be an easy game. At the true at the unfortunateness to our opponent, but then you had a Sungo on one. He might be okay. We'll see. You'll get on it. I mean, go ahead, man. That's probably, I haven't thought about that one. I could probably make one like that. It's not one I've had like the I feel like it wouldn't, like if I had more emote slots I would. It would be a pretty good idea. But like as is, like with my limited emote slot situation, I don't think I would want to use one on that. If I wanted to use one, I would probably use it on like 3 head or something, or 5 head. I wouldn't use it on 4 head. We get a whirlwind. BTTV emotes. Bro, we welcome all the BTTV emotes.
Be thirsty. Who you want me kill?
Not much of another play we can do here, I guess. Okay, he doesn't even take us completely off board with that. We'll see if we can get the brood out. If we can get the brood out, we'll do that. Otherwise, we can just play other stuff. It's fine.
What a day!
It's fine. That lets us play the brute too. On his poor, poor soul. This card is so unfair in this game mode, actually. It's actually so unfair. We have too many emote masters in our chat. Can't handle all of
Reporting for duty.
Fine.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Alright. Well. Well, try to play around him having a
Act now. Reporting for duty.
what's it called? The Libram of Justice. If we want to try to play around the Libram of Justice, we need to like try to kill off as many of his guys as possible. Which would probably be playing the Horde Pillager, but that seems a little too extreme. I think we just want to play the Gan'arg with the Hippogriff, I guess. Seems good enough, I guess. Hey Librams, it is a full clear, actually, but wouldn't feel amazing for him. Would still be game winning, probably. Just hope he doesn't have it, I guess. 2 mana, draw 4. Okay.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Seems worthwhile.
Time to feast.
Snuff out the weak. Easy prey.
Okay, Libra. We have officially entered the point where Libra and Justice is not nearly enough by itself. If he has that plus Consecration, I guess it's something. I haven't seen a Libra and Justice plus Wild Pyromancer yet. Now that I've said it, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be awful, and we're gonna baby rage. We would never, that would never happen, right? That would never happen. Oh no. It's gonna happen. Don't do it! Don't do it! Cannonballs. He didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Reporting for duty. Weapons for my master.
It's not just the city of mages. Rudy, go get him! Easy prey.
I guess we'll just leave this guy up and lets us push with all this other stuff. Silly guy thinking that air raids could and shot bots could hold up against the ultra high roll warrior. Silly guy. Hammer Consecration. Prevents lethal, I think. But pretty sick, actually. Cannonball. Let's see where this goes, actually.
Run! I will hold them off.
Not bad. So we have lethal through Deathwing. So that is a people legs smork flap.
Reporting for duty.
What a day!
Play all the taunt. Oh, got bad news for you, sir. No. It's a good death scream. Nice, nice. All right. What a great way to end, actually. This deck was just pretty broken. Who did we lose to, actually? We lost to a Warlock who had, who was kind of memed us out of our minds. Yeah. We got, like, super out-tempoed by a Warlock. Yeah, pretty good, result. Of course. But yeah. That's gonna be it for me. We've been on for 9 hours today, and I could probably do another run, but then I would not exist tomorrow, so I should head off. Thanks a lot for hanging out, everyone.